KTM RC390 needs no introduction. It came and it immediately conquered. This little sports bike had it all and quite literally made competition look stupid. Rashid, who joins us today, has owned the RC390 for about 2 years now. He uses it mostly for touring and the city commute. Hey Rashid, it's good to have you here. How are you?
Hi Swati. Thank you for having me here. I'm good. It's always a pleasure to talk about the bike.
Well, the RC390 is KTM's best for India. So what made you choose this bike and how has the overall experience been so far?
So I've had the Duke 390 before this. The reason I picked up the RC was because I was looking for a track bike. So I've done 2 track days with the RC. I've done one with the Duke as well. Apart from the track days, I've also taken this bike touring and I've gone to Leh and back in about 9,000 kilometers in about 24 days. And it's been amazing because the bike handled really well, highway obviously, but also in the rough terrain like at Leh Ladakh. It's been amazing 2 years with the bike and hoping to keep this a little longer and see how this does.
Well, our viewers would like to know how the experience of the bike has been in terms of handling, braking and performance.
So in terms of performance, I think it's an amazing bike. When it's on the highway, whether it's in the city, I mean any road you're on, the 0 to 100 is always exciting. It's the feel which really excites me. It's not about the time, putting the time on clock. In terms of braking, again the ABS is there to help the braking of the bike and it does help a lot with the Metzlers as well. So braking is good. You need to get used to the ABS on the bike. And in terms of handling, I think that's something which the bike is really good at as well because with the race handles on it, it does let you take corners much better. You're more connected, I would say. And handling has always been good, never had an issue with that. And I think it's been one of the best handling bikes I've had because I don't think I've ridden something better than this as of now. So coming to the fuel efficiency of the bike, I think in city I get an average about 12 to 15 kilometers a litre. Whereas on the highways, with no luggage, we do about, it gets about 32 kilometers per litre. And that's when you're cruising at about 100, 120. Anything beyond that, it does drop. But I think overall, for the bike, for the performance the bike gives out, I think it's a good mileage.
Okay, let's talk about maintenance now. What are the running and service costs of RC390 and are you happy with the service provided by the company?
So the average service cost for the bike is about 2,500 to 3,500 rupees, depending on if there's no major part change. Regular maintenance for the bike would definitely be lubing the chain. For the engine, I've been using the OEM Motul fully synthetic oil which we're using. It's a 10W50 rated. Apart from that, I think in terms of service, not too happy with the way KTM takes the service at their service centers. I mean, it is a bike which we've paid quite a bit for. It's not like the Bajaj bikes which they have. And every service center is different. So, one of the service centers, you have a good service. The other service center, the manager is not interested in even listening to what you have to say. So I think in terms of service, they do need to give importance to KTM customers because we are paying that much more. In terms of maintenance, I think the service at every 5,000 kilometers is pretty good. Cost, like I mentioned, 2,500 to 3,500 kilometers for an average service is not that high. And in terms of parts, not that expensive because I think because of Bajaj, it's on the lower side. Overall, not so high in maintenance. And in terms of parts, I think again they're not that expensive.
Okay, so finally, do you suggest any changes or modifications to make the ownership experience any better?
So I think personally, I don't think I want too many changes on the bike. I've kept my bike mostly stock. Did face issues with the belly pan actually touching during cornering on track and also once or twice on road. So I've taken that off in my bike. Apart from that, I think tires is something which they should probably give options to riders because a lot of them want tires for commuting, and whereas the Metzlers for commuting, I think, work out expensive because the tire change is expensive. Apart from that, I think the overall bike, the first lot was great, and I think now with the 2017 series which has come out, they have made the changes in terms of the underbelly exhaust. So overall, I don't see too many modifications I would require for this, but I think it's good the way it is. I think we should. The first lot is great.
Well, Rashid, thank you for sharing your experience. It was great having you here.
It was great being here, and I hope the review helps new customers picking up the 2017 version. I'm sure KTM has taken care of the minor issues the first lot had, and I hope people who buy this also enjoy the bike as much as I do.
Alright guys, so that's what the RC390 is all about. A pocket rocket that's easy to maintain. Thank you for watching. Please share your comments and questions below. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.